Every single January, it happens. It's a consumer electronics show, better known as CES. It takes over Las Vegas, a few 100,000 people there. We picked out 10 really cool new developments to highlight. For busy professionals and students juggling calls, meetings, and classes, well, what could be the game changer except this thing? But it is creepy. I just, again, want to know where the off button is when I'm done with CLOiD so that CLOiD doesn't find my off button. The wheel retracts into the dashboard, instantly opening up the cabin. That's why you can start drinking, smoking, and carrying on your life. No, that's not what you want to do. TDM Neo Hybrid Headphones got a lot of attention, and these might be the most fun headphones at CES for one simple reason. They turn into a speaker. This isn't just cool tech. It's a kind of innovation that could actually work in your life in the real world. But first, there is a dangerous new trend online. Scammers are targeting vulnerable folks, particularly the older loved ones in our lives, with what I like to call a verification code scam. And hi there, welcome to Beyond Connected. It's a podcast that explores, well, the huge stuff in technology, how it's shaping our lives, and how it really can work for you. And, well, I also explore the dangers that are there and how to, fend them off. I'm Kurt the Cyber Guy. We've got a great episode for you today. Going to be rounding up some of the most exciting new tech announcements from CES. That's that big consumer electronics show in Las Vegas. Really interesting stuff coming in 26. It's less about the idea of what can happen in technology, about the future, but more about what practically we can actually use in 2026. And I remind you, if you want that kind of information on an ongoing basis, all you have to do is subscribe to my newsletter. It is totally free. It's at cyberguy.com/subscribe. It's called the Cyber Guy Report newsletter, and I promise you, you'll enjoy it. And then if you've got a question, well, I may have the answer. All you have to do is call 877-655-KURT. That's 877-655-5878, and it's a toll-free number. All you do is leave a voicemail with your question, tell us what city you're in, and I'll tell you what city I'm in as I answer the question back to you. Every single January, it happens. It's a consumer electronics show, better known as CES. It takes over Las Vegas, a few 100,000 people there. It's where we get a sneak peek of all the real cool technology that's on its way for 2026 and often beyond. We picked out 10 really cool new developments to highlight. But first, there is a dangerous new trend online, and I want to warn you about this. Scammers are targeting vulnerable folks, particularly the older loved ones in our lives, with what I like to call a verification code scam. What is that? Well, here's how it works. The scammer reaches out to their victim. For example, like, hey, Kurt, would you be able to receive a code to your phone or email for me? And I might say, well, what? Well, the victim receives a code out of the blue, and then a text message or email from an unknown person asking the victim to forward them that code. Well, let me just tell you, never ever give them that code. Never. Here's why. That code is meant to prove that you own the phone number. So if you share it, you're handing over control of something tied to your number or identity. That is a big scam going on. It's how they're getting by two-factor authentication. That's that second step that makes sure you're who you are after you enter a password. Now, here's what can happen if you do give over that code. Number one, they do account takeovers. This is the worst thing. Scammers often use victims' phone numbers. They create or hijack accounts. It could just be your Google account, Facebook, WhatsApp, Apple ID. Worse, it could be your banking app, payment services. Most of these accounts, though, have that two-factor authentication, which sends that code to your phone, and it adds an extra level of security. Well, the scammer may already have the login and password for one of your accounts, and then they play this trick on you, and you give them that code, and it lets them finish logging in. Once inside, guess what they do? They lock you out. Then they steal personal information, or they impersonate you. This is what they do. This is everyday life now. Another way they use the same scam is called the Google Voice scam. It's a scammer using the code that you gave them and your phone number, and they open up a Google Voice number. Well, what's that? It's this free voice number that's like another phone number. Now, if they're successful at it, they can make calls and send texts that appear legitimate and often simply to scam other people. The mess can come right back to you, including blocked numbers or even law enforcement knocking at your door. This is a gateway to identity theft. This is the one code that can be the first step in building a profile on you. If you don't think they're building profiles on you and know something about you already, you got another thing coming. Scammers want to know your number works and you're willing to cooperate, and then they call you a verified target and may be contacted again and again for bigger scams involving money, fake emergencies, or even fake tech support. Remember, never give anyone a verification code or any code that you receive over text, phone, or email, or in any way electronically. Now let's get into some really cool tech that we saw out in Las Vegas. There is so much exciting technology coming down the pike in 2026, but here are 10 things that really caught my eye. This TV, I walked up and went, holy bananas, at 9 millimeters thin. This is the LG Wallpaper TV. LG once again pushing this design. Now this TV's been out before, but never have they made it so beautiful. It's an OLED TV, 9 millimeters thin, and mounts perfectly flush to the wall. That's why it's called wallpaper. Now what they did also, I mean, if you look at this thing from the side, it looks like it's sitting on glass. The obvious question, where are the inputs? Because you don't see any wires there, do you? Well, believe it or not, they have this whole cool technology called Zero Connect Box. It wirelessly sends visually lossless 4K video and audio to the screen from up to 30 feet away. No wires, no clutter. Much more freedom in the TV where it lives. Picture quality on this is just as dramatic as you might imagine. LG's hyper radiant color technology boosts brightness, sharpens the color accuracy, deepens those blacks, and cuts reflections. I mean, you'll feel like you're in your own movie theater or at the stadium watching a game. All you have to do is add brightness booster ultra, and this TV can hit up to 3.9 times the brightness of a traditional OLED while staying easy to watch in very, very bright sunlit rooms. Now, everything is running on LG's new Alpha 11 AI processor Gen 3, and that's the processor. If you're getting an LG and you want the top end, that's the one you want. It keeps images natural, it cleans up the noise, avoids that over sharp look that sometimes premium TVs struggle with. Pretty incredible stuff. Now what's next, you ask? Look at this. It's a Dreame CyberX stair climbing robot vacuum. Yes, a vacuum that finally climbs the stairs. That's what we've wanted, right? This new CyberX concept from Dreame totally stole the show. It's a robot vacuum that can climb stairs on its own, totally multi-level cleaning, and something that finally feels automatic. I'm still kind of in awe on this thing. At first, it looks like a little strange, almost like a robot animal, and then it starts moving and everything clicks. A four-legged base lets it climb step by step, and a built-in water tank reduces trips back to the dock so it can clean longer without stopping. It's still a concept right now, but CyberX feels like it's a preview of the future. Less babysitting, more real autonomy. I'm going to be the first one in line when this thing comes out to market. Holy moly. Now, look at this thing. It's a Switchbot AI Mindclip. What? It's a tiny clip-on device designed to act like a second brain. Yeah, sounds sci-fi, doesn't it? Well, it weighs just 18 grams and disappears once you put it on. Freak you out, right? Mindclip records conversations and meetings, summarizes calls, and creates AI-powered notes. Not just a little creepy, super creepy, but also really helpful if you're the one using it. It supports more than 100 languages, making it useful at work, while you're traveling, or if you're in a multilingual home. You can even listen back to recordings or read transcripts whenever you need them. For busy professionals and students juggling calls, meetings, and classes, well, what could be the game changer except this thing? But it is creepy. Pricing has not yet been announced, and Switchbot has hinted that many features will require a subscription, so even more money after you buy it. But once this hits the market, I know it's going to make some serious waves. And check out this robot that wants to wave to you. It's the LG CLOiD home robot. It really looks like it functions well. It's very fluid. We've been covering humanoids quite a bit on the show, and it's no surprise that LG is trying to break into this exciting market. CLOiD does the laundry, helps in the kitchen, does all kinds of chores around the house. I just, again, want to know where the off button is when I'm done with CLOiD so that CLOiD doesn't find my off button. Look a little closer at the tech. It's got a wheel base for stability. It's got a tilting torso. Yeah, I am already thinking Rosie the robot. And two articulated arms with individual fingers. It lets itself grip, it can lift, place objects with impressive precision. In demos, CLOiD grabbed items from the fridge, loaded an oven, and folded clothes. Not bad, fresh out of the washer. And its head doubles as a mobile AI hub using cameras, sensors, and voice-based AI to understand routines and control LG ThinQ connected appliances. It still feels futuristic and slightly unsettling, but the tech is impossible to ignore. It's on its way. And if LG can make this practical and affordable, well, you're going to start seeing it all over the place, and it will catch on. Look at this. It's called Glyde Smart Hair Clippers. Remember the Flowbee? It was like a reverse hair dryer. Man, they just went and did it all over again, but much better. Watch out, barbers. Here comes Glyde. These AI-powered smart clippers actually glide the cut for you so you can cut your own hair with precision. You put on a simple headband. It's really weird looking. It marks where the fade should start. You pick a style in the app and you simply start cutting. Once you get over the fact that you have to put this weird thing on your head and look like an idiot, it really does work. The built-in sensors track speed, angle, and movement in real time, making it almost impossible for you to screw up. It adjusts the blade to keep everything even while it's cutting. And yes, this requires trust. You're letting software guide sharp blades near your head. But that said, I saw no blood at the CES show when they were demonstrating this, and the safety features on it are serious. Move too fast and the blade pulls back. Tilt the wrong way and it trims less. It's going to feel risky at first, but the technology is built to respond in real time. Popular styles like buzz cuts, screw cuts, and side parts are built right into the app. It's got step-by-step guidance that adapts to you on the go. And more complicated cuts, well, they're going to be a little harder to achieve, but this handy new tool could make some simpler haircuts fully DIY. Total game changer, especially how much are you spending on a haircut? And look at this, it's Lego Smart Bricks. Imagine the dumb plastic Legos that were the coolest toy growing up, and they took it and went sci-fi and put electronics on the inside, including sensors. It's built around their signature smart bricks, which look like normal Legos, but actually have sensors. It's got LEDs and speakers inside. Yes, plays sound effects. The bricks react as kids play, lighting up, changing color, and making sounds based on movement and interaction. The launch leans hard into Star Wars. They've got a great partner, so it's going to get noticed. In demos, many figures made lightsaber sounds and vehicles produced swooshing and crashing effects as kids moved them around. It was really, really cool. Now, if you've got a Lego-loving kiddo in your life, these new sets would make an awesome birthday present later this year. Good on Lego for innovating in such a cool way. Number 7 is the Autoliv Foldable steering wheel. Okay, now we're really getting to the good stuff. Autoliv unveiled the world's first foldable steering wheel. Why? Well, it's built for autonomous vehicles. Here's how it works. When the car switches to self-driving mode, the wheel retracts into the dashboard, instantly opening up the cabin. That's why you can start drinking, smoking, and carrying on your life. No, that's not what you want to do. But if you're thinking, wait, what about the airbag and the steering wheel? Well, get this. When you're driving manually, the airbag sits in the steering wheel like normal. When the wheel folds away, a separate airbag in the instrument panel will take over. So you're always safe, provided you don't want to steer. Now, when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense if you can trust the autonomy of the car. Now, as cars rely a lot less on us to drive them, interiors will need to change. Autoliv's design shows exactly how autonomy is not just software, it's really a whole rethink of how we enjoy life in the cabin of a car while it's doing the worrying about driving. TDM Neo Hybrid Headphones got a lot of attention, and these might be the most fun headphones at CES for one simple reason. They turn into a speaker. Tomorrow Doesn't Matter, or TDM, unveiled Neo, a premium on-ear headphone that physically twists into a compact Bluetooth speaker. Smart. No dock, no extra parts, just rotate and share the sound. Sounds gimmicky until you actually are there seeing it in person. The hinge feels solid, the motion is natural, and the use case makes total sense. Private listening on the subway or on your walk around the neighborhood or to work, and then bam, shared music the moment you meet up with friends. Neo launches on Kickstarter later this month and ships in July, according to the company. I think I'm gonna have to check it out for more than just 5 minutes. Jackery has come out with Solar Mars Bot. It is a really grabbing attention at the show. It's a Solar Mars Bot, which is a solar generator that moves. It tracks sunlight and recharges itself. One of the issues with traditional solar panels is that they simply can't adapt to the sun's position. That's a big complaint I've had. Well, it looks like solar companies have been hard at work addressing that exact issue. Using AI-powered computer vision, the Solar Mars Bot navigates on its own. It follows the user, it repositions throughout the day to capture the best sunlight. No manual panel adjustments, no constant setup. When not in use, the panels simply fold away, retract for easier transport later. And what makes it so special is how hands-off it is. Unlike fixed solar setups and portable generators you have to carry and recharge yourself, this system actually manages its own power intake. That makes it ideal for long outages, off-grid living, emergency backup stuff, and outdoor adventures where power simply needs change constantly. This isn't just cool tech, it's a kind of innovation that could actually work in your life in the real world. And let's talk about safety. Timeli personal safety device. This thing is guaranteed to be the coolest new addition in your emergency kit. It's a handheld device that combines a powerful flashlight. It's got HD video recording. It's got a really loud alarm, GPS tracking, and live emergency dispatch, all in one unit. Quick press turns on the flashlight, starts the recording, press and hold it longer, the SOS button, and everything kicks in at once. The alarm sounds, video streams live, GPS locks in, emergency dispatch connects instantly. I'm getting goosebumps just telling you this. There aren't complicated menus to dig through. The thing is built to act fast. It's a real smart innovation for really being in that spot where you get in trouble in life and need help right away. Timeli works with rapid SOS technology, so responders can get real-time video and location data, helping them understand situations a lot faster and send the right help to where you are a lot sooner. It's got cellular GPS, it's got Wi-Fi, it's Bluetooth built in. Make sure you stay connected in any emergency with something like this, and it should really be so simple because it fits in a pocket or in a bag you're carrying around. You can even use it as a power bank to charge other devices. Timeli's priced at $249 for pre-order at Timeli.com and includes a year of professional monitoring before moving to a monthly subscription. I gotta tell you, I've carried around an emergency GPS device for a good part of my adult life, and I don't mind paying those monthlies because I know I can summons help anywhere on the planet with the press of a button. This could be worth it for you too. Those are my top 10. I hope the list got you excited for some of the new technology that's on the way. I know that I'm personally gonna be keeping my eye on several of these new developments. We've got a whole slew of stuff. If you can imagine, it's 57 football fields worth of material that we went through, and something I do every year. If you want more info on all this cool tech that's coming our way, go to cyberguy.com/2026tech. That's cyberguy.com, put a slash, and then 2026 tech. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the newsletter. Where? cyberguy.com/subscribe. And if you got a question, I've got answers. Just call 877-655-KURT. That's 5878 on your phone. Leave your voicemail question, and hey, you may hear yourself right here on the podcast. Thanks so much. Take care.